Every 5 years, the National Congress of the Communist Party of China is held to review the past and to plan the future. I look back on my more than 20 years coming to China, and without doubt, the Chinese people today enjoy much higher standards of living, active opportunities for personal expression, and a more vibrant, tolerant society. But with one ruling party, how to involve the people in the process of governance, how to make government more transparent and more accountable, how, in short, to make Chinese society more democratic. Call it political reform or call it civil society. This challenge is what China's new leaders face. New media is changing China. Microblogs, Weibo, China's social media, has become a chief source for news and a primary platform for opinion. The Chinese people are more aware of their rights, demand more transparency and truth, and are more empowered to seek justice and effect change. The New York Times recognized that despite restriction, microblogs catch on in China. When millions of users focus on an issue, an influence group is formed. The government must pay attention. I was touched by the story of Qingling, whose personal tragedy came to affect all Shanghai. Qingling is a young high school teacher. Every time he passes a hospital, he feels sad because he cannot help recalling his father's unbearable suffering.
2月30号被查出来肺部有阴影，然后到1月18号下午就是我父亲确诊了，是肺癌。然后那时候压力挺大的，因为毕竟我只是一个刚刚入职的青年老师，然后自己身边的亲戚朋友也是普通人，所以我们当时求医问药的时候，更多只不过是医生怎么说我们就怎么做吧。但是一路走下来，看着父亲越来越痛苦，内心的这个真的不好受吧。
One night, after his father had been shuttled between hospitals for the 4th time due to chronic shortages of medical resources, Qingling wrote an open letter to Yu Zhansheng, the Shanghai Party secretary, and posted it on his microblog. I want to meet this extraordinary young man who caught the attention of a Politburo member.
I don't meant to arouse the Yu Shuji's his attention. No. That's not my goal. I just want to post it to make a memory of it, of this time, of this hard time.
In his open letter, Qingling listed many problems, like hospitals discharging dying patients and scalpers selling hospital appointments. Thousands forwarded Qing's letter, and government officials took notice. 2 days later, Shanghai City Weibo posted Secretary Yu's reply. I've had a heavy heart since I received the letter from Qingling, the secretary wrote. Every human being has parents and family. When they're suffering from diseases, if we can't do anything to help them because of some system defects, we all will feel the agony. Secretary Yu agreed with Qing's appeals, especially caring for terminal cancer patients and further reform. And then Secretary Yu Zhansheng posted a Weibo.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you?
Yeah, before he posted Weibo, she just gave me a phone call.
He called you?
Yeah, said, I'm Yu Zhengshen. I am Yu Zhengshen, and I like you to know you are not alone, and I want you to know we all care about your family.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. His word made me feel I'm not alone. The leader is also ordinary people, so they can feel what the people think and what people feel.
But because of the power of Weibo and the internet, individuals like yourself can have a big impact on Chinese society. Isn't this a big story?
Yeah, I see. Thank you in this situation.
But here you're an ordinary teacher, and you suddenly have power.
It's not my power. It's the power from ordinary people.
That's right.
They support me. So I think the power not belong to me, belong to the public.
Lu Xuemei, director of publicity of the Shanghai Health Bureau, was the first to notice Qingling's letter. Were you and everyone else surprised to see Secretary Yu personally getting involved?
网友的反应普遍都觉得我们于正声书记比较亲民，然后呢，就是说希望我们卫生系统能够在制度化建设上面能够进一步做好我们癌症晚期病人的一些工作。
Within 3 months, Shanghai upgraded hospice care, including dedicated hospital beds. Several serious diseases, including lung cancer, are now covered by medical insurance. I speak with Xu Jianguang, chief of the Shanghai Health Bureau.
微博网络确实在现代的卫生管理，特别是在我们跟市民百姓沟通当中起了一个非常重要的作用。我们的政务微博主要通过健康12320为市民发布很多的健康咨询，还有呢就是及时的回应整个市民百姓对我们上海健康上海城市建设的各种各样的意见和诉求。我觉得秦林老师提的问题确实是卫生行政管理部门必须要研究、必须要考虑解决的问题。所以今年年初已经把这个问题作为重要的政府实施项目来加以推进。
The introduction of these policies had no direct connection with Qingling's open letter, but the policies are surely positive responses from the government after years of public appeals. As an untraditional channel, microblogs play an important role in this event. Microblogs are disruptive and there is no turning back. Common people now assume a direct say in policy and reforms, and government must reach out to citizens. There are more than 20,000 government interactive websites across China, such as Shanghai Publication, which links many municipal departments. The goal is better, more responsive social services and administration. With microblogs, everyone observes and acts as independent media, creating a radically new form of public oversight of government. In 2011, a young woman with the username of Go Mei Mei Baby flaunted her riches online, claiming to live in a luxurious villa and drive a Maserati. Microblogs erupted with outrage as she was supposedly working for the Red Cross. Although the Red Cross denied any relationship, donations declined sharply.
第301和第3115次列车发生了追尾，4节车厢掉下了高架桥。网友杨卷圈杨在事故发生后的20点47分发出了第1条求救微博。
In the same year, 2 trains collided in Wenzhou, killing 40 and injuring 192. Microblogs enabled the public to ascertain facts and express feelings. even to mobilize doctors, lawyers, and engineers. Netizens, furious, criticized the government, accusing officials of cover-up. It would have seemed unimaginable that a kingdom of debate and criticism, as microblogs are called here, could appear in China. The question is, will citizen expectations, unprecedented and unstoppable, outrun government delivery? Microblogs, some worry, can spread false information like a contagious disease, which some may exploit. That's the price of freedom, and the cure is more information, not less. What is certain is that microblogs give China the chance to create a state system that is transparent, fair, and just. Transparency. Nothing in theory is more vital for China's political reform. Little in practice is harder to implement. In July 2012, 92 central government departments and public institutions reported their expenditures online. Prior, the government budget, at all levels, was concealed. Taxpayers had no way to find out how their money was spent. This is now changing, as scholars, activists, and some officials demand financial transparency. The required disclosure of the 3 public consumptions, overseas trips, vehicle purchases, and official receptions is a step forward in protecting people's right to know and to supervise. Professor Jiang Hong at Shanghai University of Finance and Economics is a relentless advocate of budgetary transparency. Professor Zhang, what's the origin of your investigation of the transparency of the government budget?
这个问题呢，就是自从我参加上海市人大会议引发的。会议上呢，大家都要审查这个预算，那么这个时候呢，就需要有很多信息来判断这些钱到底花的值不值。但是呢，我就发现，就是政府能够提供的信息非常有限，你很难判断这个钱到底花的好不好。
Professor Zhang has been a deputy in the National People's Congress for 10 years. His specialty is government budget reports, and he is not satisfied. There are always restrictions on disclosures, he laments. Undaunted, he dares to vote against some budgetary-related regulations. He tells me that his hair has turned gray in hopes of sunny finance. Why is transparency so important, and you've called it sunny finance?
那么因为社会公众把很大一笔钱交给了政府，那么它使用的好坏，很大程度上就取决于就是是否有社会公众的监督。由于财政信息公开的不够，所以呢，在资金的使用上面，也出现很多问题。比如说，这个三公消费，花了很多钱在这个吃喝上面，那这个是社会公众很不满意的事情。
我们呢也有一些信息，就比如说，这个也是办公厅的。
Every year, Jiang Hong and his team investigates and rates the transparency of 31 provincial government budgets. You have devised a transparency ranking of the budget of the provinces and major cities. How does that work?
为了 这个评价这个政府的信息公开，特别是在财政信息公开方面，我们设计了一个问卷。这个问卷呢，包括政府财政的一些